right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for being here today. I'm Nazirul, the chair of today's event, and it is my privilege to welcome you to the inaugural Geopolitical Security Forum on Data and Democracy. First, I'd like to extend my thoughts to my friend and colleague, Dr. Priya Sharma, who's supposed to be the MC today, but she had to rush off back home in Seremban because her mother's not well. So we wish her mother a swift recovery and soon. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to first the Professor Dr. Adiba Kamruzaman, President and Pro-Vice Chancellor of Monash University, Malaysia, for graciously accepting our invitation today. Professor Matthew Nicholson for granting us this platform as part of the Monash 25th anniversary celebration this year. Professor Nafiz Alam, the head of School of Business, for giving us the idea of bringing all the stakeholders together for this important topic. Special thanks to Prof. Mohan and Dr. Majid for helping us bring here our distinguished keynote speakers. My colleagues at the Schools of Business, Arts and Social Sciences, Information Technology and Monash Indonesia. Prof. Ernil and my colleagues at Econometrics Department, thank you for supporting us. And my friend and former colleague, Mr. Rizwan Ripin, who championed this event. He's moved on to another position, but it's because of him that we are here today. So thank you, Rizwan. The tireless Miss Parvin over there for the smooth organization of this event here. Miss Ilyani for designing these nice posters. Our students, volunteers from the Monash Political Awareness Club. And the facilities unit as well for accommodating us in this wonderful setting. So the conception of today's forum can be traced back to an online seminar in May of last year for my econometrics class, actually, where we had Mr. Rafizi Ramli, back then was not the Minister of Economy yet. So he was speaking in his capacity as the CEO of Invoke, where they were the first to start a large-scale survey of voters and to have a more micro target of voters for GE, general election in 2018. So we had about 20 attendees back then. The second one was in October of last year. We had 5 academic speakers and 1 keynote, which was Ms. Latifa Koya. At the time was the former chief of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission. So we had, it's also an online event, so we had about 40 attendees then. So today, now we finally have an in-person event. We have 2 keynote speakers and 10 academic and industry speakers, and I think we are expecting about 100 people in attendance throughout the day. So the intersection of data and democracy constitute a intersection of so many domains, and it really demands interdisciplinary collaboration. So we should look at how algorithms influence public opinions, electoral processes, and democratic governance. So we have to re-examine the ethical and societal ramifications of business practices that leverages algorithms and consumers' data, while also exploring the innovative and less exploitative business practices. But on the brighter side, the use of big data and algorithm can bring solutions, transformative solutions to economic and social development in our country and also globally that we should take advantage of. And so we want these technologies to be used for the good of the masses, not for destruction, not for the privileged few, not for power, and not just for greed. At my home department of econometrics, we have this mantra. We always say, data is the new oil. We always tell the future students, data is the new oil. This is where it is, you know. But over the years, I realized that that comparison is more real than we expect. Because just as oil has fueled our civilization for the past century or so, data has now fueled our digital age in seemingly boundless possibilities. But just as oil is wreaking havoc on our planet now, as we relatively recently realized, so is data is disrupting our democratic processes, our societal fabric. Who to trust? Where can we trust our sources from and things like that. So, and that is really shaking up the cohesion of our society. We just look at the scandals in the Brexit campaign, Facebook, Cambridge Analytica, closer to home, the election of Marcos Jr. in the Philippines, and of course, the attack on the United States Capitol on January 6th of last year. And we can see the magnitude of this risk. So the confluence of data and democracy seems to be raising many questions and concerns, often more unsettling than reassuring. And some of the facts that you'll hear today are downright terrifying, to be honest. And you might feel that we are already losing control of this thing. But our forum today, we hope to chart new pathways of optimism, new perspective, and renewed appreciation of human ingenuity. So thank you for joining us today, here in the Plenary Theatre and online as well, wherever you are. And I look forward to a productive and enlightening discussion. Thank you. Right. So now it is my pleasure to welcome. Thank you so much, Prof. Adiba. When she talked about how vaccine misinformation was so rampant during COVID, it shows that if there's some kind of financial advantage or power advantage to be gained, people are willing to do anything, even if it leads to people's death, millions of deaths. And when we conceptualize democracy here, it's not just about electoral process, not just about voting and all that, but it's about a democracy where everyone participates and everyone benefits for their well-being and their friends and society and family and so on. And therefore, the discussion here does include healthcare as well, does include education, does include climate change and all of that. So having a vibrant and healthy democracy means we are all living well and fairly.